Hey there everyone, and welcome back to a new video. My name is Harmon. Today's video has got to be hands down one of the more bizarre cases, especially in terms of one of the more bizarre deaths that I have covered on my channel. Now, you guys may or may not have heard of this case before, but it piqued my interest when I heard about it. So I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I am checking out, again, the very bizarre case of Chelsea Ake Salvacion, I believe is how you pronounce her last name. She was working at a spa called Rejuvenous Spa, and unfortunately, she ended up freezing to death inside one of the cryo chambers where they did cryotherapy. And so she ended up freezing to death, which, again, like I said, is just one of the most bizarre ways of dying. Again, I can't even fathom, what that, of course, must have been like. But anyway, guys, so I'm walking right now to the spa where she used to work and where she died. So of course we're going to get into all the details as much as I know, and show you guys, of course, where it all happened. So a little bit more background on Chelsea. Again, she grew up in Hawaii and I guess ended up moving to Las Vegas with her boyfriend. Again, started working here at the Rejuvenous Spa. However, her boyfriend moved back to Hawaii, I think like a couple of years after they moved to Las Vegas initially. And so I think he moved back to Hawaii for a job, if I remember right. But anyway, so Chelsea, from what I've been reading, it sounds like she was going to go back and move back to Hawaii, of course, to be back with her boyfriend. But she wanted to spend about another year or so in Las Vegas at the Rejuvenous Spa. And I guess her goal when she was going to move back was that she wanted to open up her own spa, kind of like a similar type thing. So on October 19th, 2015, 24-year-old Chelsea wanted to go inside the cryotherapy chamber after hours. So basically she worked her entire shift at the spa, and then after hours she wanted to go inside the cryotherapy chamber for a little while. And so she basically texted her boyfriend and said, hey, I'm gonna go inside the cryotherapy chamber for a little bit, and then I'll call you when I'm out. And unfortunately, she never got that chance. From what I've been reading, it sounds like the coroner reported that she died as a result of asphyxia due to an oxygen poor environment. So in other words, she basically choked to death from, I guess, the oxygen levels were just not where they should have been. Something with the pipes that were pumping in that freezing cold air were faulty, and so she basically died within minutes of her stepping inside. And again, her coworkers, unfortunately, again, found her body the next day on October 20th. And again, she was frozen to death. She was kind of found huddled down in a corner inside the chamber, but she was, of course, frozen to death. And so again, I just can't even fathom what they must have gone through, and of course her family, etc. So anyway, guys, it says that nitrogen that was used to cool the chamber apparently displaced the oxygen levels, sending the levels from what they would normally be at about 20%, it went down to about 5%. And it says that breathing that air could cause unconsciousness pretty much immediately. And so she obviously didn't even have a chance to try to get out. She just immediately probably choked to death, went unconscious, and then, again, was found frozen to death. So the state of Nevada went in and found that the Rejuvenous Spa which again had several different locations around Las Vegas. They found that the Rejuvenus Spa did not have the appropriate state license from the state of Nevada to be able to operate the cryotherapy chambers. They immediately shut down the spa here, and of course the other ones in the surrounding area. So again, Chelsea, just like any other employee, was not supposed to be using the cryotherapy chamber after hours, again, for safety and legal reasons. And, so obviously that in itself was her fault. However, her death itself, that was not her fault. The machine, again, was faulty. So she obviously, that in itself was not her fault. Even if someone was there with her while she was in the chamber, again, she died within basically a minute. And so, in my opinion, it feels like most likely would not have been saved regardless. So I, of course, tried to locate, of course, Chelsea's grave, and it looks like her grave is in Hawaii. The family and, of course, her boyfriend, I believe a lot of them still live in Hawaii, so that is probably where her grave is. And so, again, I can't film, of course, her grave for you. Alright guys, I have a long drive ahead of me. I'm going to head out of here. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Harmon. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. See you later.